Good evening, everyone. Welcome. It's Anna here, and it's Wednesday, which means it's time to use it or lose it. And today I am going to get on board on a YouTube trend. It must be a trend. Past few days I have been watching lots of videos where each creator has made their own version of this, and I believe it might have started with Crafty by Tony, and also Margaret at Seven Plaza has made them. Donna Vintage Snippets has made them. Crazy Fox Creative has made them, and yesterday I watched Nancy, Wishes and Weeds. So, page tabs, over the page tabs with notebooks, all made out of scraps and decorated, and I love this. I love this idea. It's so great. Let me show you. Let me get a fake page. Here's a page. So it goes over the side like that, and you line it up like this and glue it down. Then you have a page tab, and you can also decorate this side, and then you have a small scrap pad. All things out of the scrap box, and I love this. And this is a great way to use up your scraps, and that's my thing, you know, using up my things. So this is my prototype that I made to go into a journal I'm currently working on, and I absolutely love this. So I have been using a piece of a letter. I have been using some embossed paper, some ledgers, some tie-dye paper, and I have decorated it. This is a genuine vintage photo that I got out of a photo album. So I'm going to mass make these, and I might not decorate all of them today. I might not even finish all of them today, but I'm going to start them because these can be made in so many different ways, and used in many different ways as well. So I think I am going to start with, let me see, I'm just trying to get out some more stuff to put in there. So, I am going to start with my scraps of scrapbooking paper and make the bases. And I actually started one more when I started this, and I realized, no, I want to make them on camera. So, just going to get some tools out. The idea is so simple. And I have chosen to just use offcuts of scrapbooking paper, no whole scrapbooking papers. I could use 6x6 and get 2 or 3 out of each sheet of paper, but I'm going to use my scraps first. Coffee. So they should be about, I believe she says about 2 inches something, not too narrow anyway. And then you punch them. Let's do one. Is this too, this might be too narrow. This one is good. And I have made a tab up here, as you can see. So I'm just going to cut that piece off. And then you fold it in the center, like so. And then you take your envelope punch. I never use this to make envelopes. I think I have made one envelope with this, but I have used it to make tabs. So the idea is you decide where on the strip you want your tab. I wanted mine here. This is the tab and this will be cut off. So I think I'm just going to, how can I streamline this? Let's make some bases and then I can cut them. And so I'm just going to get that off here, and then I'm going to fold this. This will be wider and taller, so this can suit a big book, like my big book of everything. This will probably go in there. Is this done? Let's just fold it. And these are the sizes of offcuts I don't know what to do with normally, so I am so happy to finally be able to use them. I've had many of them for years, and I didn't throw them out for a reason. Here's another one that will be a bit wider. And I saw Margaret at Seven Plaza. She had made the coolest thing. This is Tim Holtz, I believe, yes. She made, she printed out some book. It looks like the spines of books, and then she made them into these tabs. They were so cool. I don't have anything like that, so I'm using what I have. This is a cool way to use up your scraps, and the idea with them is that they will be an entire page. You can shorten them, of course. I'm just folding them as they are right now, in the size that they are. And lots of different sizes, as you can see. But that's cool, the numbers. Let's do this side. And some of them can be decorated as just over the page tabs, and some of them can have little scrappy notepads. So this is a fun idea. I'm going to link down below in the description box the videos I have been watching to get this idea, because it's not mine at all. This I think I'm going to divide into two, because it's way too high for one book. And the color palette is quite neutral, as you can see, which means you can make it into anything you like. Do I want to use this as it is, or do I want it to shorten it? I'm going to leave that one out as well. So now I have folded everything and made them into the length that I want. Now I am going to punch the tabs. And is this wide enough? I think I'm going to, or maybe not. I'm choosing where to have my tabs, so I want one up. This tab punch is a bit stiff, as you hear. So that will be the tab, and that one I already punched. And I think I'm going to try to make one all the way up to the top here. Then one a bit further down. I'm sorry about the noise. And these can go, right now they can go on either side as well. Just going to get rid of these. So taller, bigger tab. This is way too much fun. Maybe you can guess what the next step will be. Yes, the next step will be to cut out everything that is not a tab. Sorry about the noises, it's my kids. They are fighting. Sorry about the silence. I had to sign to my daughter to stop interrupting me when I'm filming. Her brother locked her out. He locked the door so she couldn't get in. They have been out playing volleyball in the backyard and they fell out, so he went in without her and locked the door. So siblings, eh? Whew. I'm getting warm here. I want that to be my tab. There we go. I am so sorry about the noise there. I think I'm done with that. Now I'm going to cut. Öppna inte juicen. Öppna inte juicen, sa jag. Du får inte öppna juicen. Får du inte? Kids, they never listen to you. So I am lining up this hole and that hole, and then I'm cutting using my old cutting mat so that I don't accidentally cut into my new one. And yes, this will come, there will be some scraps from this, but that's okay. Still lots less than it was before. So there we go. And everyone has their own take on this, and I think it's so great that they have their own ideas and what you want to make of it. I really like the idea of adding extra journaling space. That's something I often do in my journals. So just trying to go. So this will be a great thing to have in my stash to put in journals when I want to add some extra journaling space. Perfect. And as I said, I might not decorate them all today, but I will definitely do a few of them. There we go. Gotta get a sip of coffee again. Let's see. You could also use your tab punch, I think, when you do this. I believe you could. like, in this way I use my envelope punch, which I never do otherwise, so happy about that as well, using stuff I don't normally do. There's so many of them. Oh, so much fun. Right, this one I wanted to make all the way at the top, so I'm just going to get rid of a tiny bit there. Just 3 more to cut. And then we can go on to choosing papers and inking, of course. Oh no, I just cut off the tab, didn't I? Think about what you're doing. Don't, luckily I still have some space left, so be aware of what you are doing so you don't make my mistake. Everything can be fixed. As you see, I can fix it. Go. And now I have to not take off the piece in the center. Telling myself what to do. Can you imagine when I started this, I only had this cutting board. This was the only thing I worked on. So and that is actually a remnant from when I did scrapbooking like 20 years ago. So yeah, I'm gonna now we can get rid of this, and let's just pick out a few to work on and then ink them and decorate. I think, which one did I say was for my, this one, right? So I'm gonna start with this, and I have my gathered twigs, so I just want to ink the edges and grunge it up a bit more, because grungy is my jam. So this afternoon I made 2 of them. I made one for my current journal and one for my sample journal, or my book of ideas. There we go. So that one I will work on right now, and this one maybe. So inking is really fun watching someone do, right? And I believe that Crafty by Tony has made these several times. She has them in many journals. So let's put these to the side for now, and we can work on them later. They're a little bit fragile, when you have punched them, because it's only this that keeps them together. So we want 2, and I have to decide. I want this one to be, this is the front, that is the back, and this is the front, and that is the back. So they're going in 2 different directions. So I'm gonna start with some ledger. This is just offcuts from my scrapbook, scrap pad, scrap bin. So I'm gonna start with that one here. Can even tear that one off a tiny bit. I'm gonna try not to cut, to make it look a bit more, you know, grungy, rugged, whatever word you want to use. Let's take some tea-dyed paper. And for now I'm just sort of measuring. And I have this. This is some embossed craft paper. And I think I'm gonna use my ruler to tear this. I just want a piece of it. Let's tear a piece. I love this embossing folder. So I'm gonna put that there. And then I want some, what else do I have in my stash? I have this. This is vellum, also some Tim Holtz. Maybe I can put that in between here. That could be fun. Layer it a bit. Maybe I can even, let me see, I'm gonna do, since the, whoops, sorry, things are flying here. What I want to say is that I'm gonna try to let the notepad go in that direction. So I think I'm going to add some fun bits. How about this envelope? Really written all over. So I'm gonna add that. And maybe I can do, this will be a big one. I can do that. And then I can do that one like so. There it is. That's okay, I think. And I'm also going to sew. So I think I'm going to, maybe I want something else in front of this. I don't want it at the front, I want it a bit further back. I wonder if I have a bigger piece of the ledger. I know I do, but this one is almost like a folio in a journal. It's too big. No, let's go with that. So that's one. And then let's move that to the side for now and go with the next one. Here I want to have a piece of could have this on the back, maybe. Is it a vintage receipt? I can have still want a ledger somehow. Another piece of doily as well. Oh, I like this one as well. This is stencil paste. Maybe I can save that for another one. Oh, I want the tea-dyed paper as well. Let's get that one in there. There we go. I like that. I like that better than that. So I think I might have to redo this one. Of course, I have to have the envelope that way, otherwise I can't open it. This is too straight. Maybe I can use my, you know, one of those pattern scissors to make it look like it's been torn. Yeah, that's better. And I can make it just slightly peep up there. There we go, that's better, I think, might be. That's good. Yes, so next step, I think, is to glue everything down. And then it's sewing, and then it is decorating. So I'm going to start with this, and I will start by gluing a doily. Oops. And this one. And the one thing to look out for is that it shouldn't go outside this edge. So these are so much fun to use. A really fun way to use up your scraps, actually. Well, this wasn't tea-dye stationery. I could have used it elsewhere, but I'm finally going to plop this one down. There we go. So this is what it will look like on the page. And as I said, I will sew these as well. I really like this. Then I want this one. So I am going to start with the envelope. And this. Wrong way. Should be at the other side. It's not easy to glue something that has been embossed. It really doesn't want to stick. I'm gonna try to press it down a bit. It will stick when I sew it. Then I'm gonna use my tea-dyed paper And last, I'm going to use my ledger. There you go. And let's see the final result. Yes, I like that. So let's just get that blob out of here. So now I am going to pause you real quick and go sew these so I have something to show you. Give me a second. I'm back and running in the stairs. I am going to decorate. I love how they look when they are sewn. I love the long strings and everything, threads. I love them. So I won't be cutting them off. And this time I have my Tim Holtz camera out, and I have labels and a few different things as well. So let's see what we want to use. Just move these to the side. Just going through here. That could act like a tab, like a holder for the envelope, so it doesn't flip open. So that's one idea. And then let's see what we have. I like the kind of the monochrome style, so could be used though. Oh, I know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get my Timmy people because I have lots of them. That could be nice. Let us go over there a bit. That could be really nice. You still have to, you know, flip them up to right a bit, but I like it. They are also decorative, not only with a purpose, but with some decor as well. I'm just going to stand up and get my people dolls as well. Here we go. So I have these small ones. I have lots of them. Kind of like them. And it doesn't matter that they go out a bit over there. Or if I could have a single one a bit bigger. If I have any left. If you have been here a while, you know I have lots of the groups. Maybe I should get my called. I have the Halloween ones, I think, and I also have the Christmas ones, and they are at another place, so maybe I should just put them in here as well. Kind of like him though. Do I want on both of them, or should I only do on one? And do I like him, or do I like them? I'm going to check my labels and see if I can. Ooh. Envelopes. It is an envelope, so that kind of. Plans. Could put that there. That could be fun. I think I'm kind of liking what I have here. So let's start with this. And get a sip of coffee. And my ink. And then I will ink and glue. So I really enjoy these. They are so much fun to make. And I will probably go on and make them all while watching something fun on YouTube or on TV, because this is a great way to use up your scraps. Nothing of this is new. Everything is scrap, what's that called? Scrapbooking paper. Offcuts from scrapbooking paper. I have offcuts from almost everything that's lying in my scrap box. So that's great. Oh no, I almost did it again. Can you imagine? Since this is supposed to go outside and not glue this down, I can't glue here. Do you see? I almost made a boo-boo. So I'm gonna have to try and wipe it off. Some of it at least. And wait a second before that dries, and then put on some new glue. I try to show you when I make mistakes and that they can be fixed. It makes it a bit more. I don't edit my films. Of course I cut out if something is really bad or I refilm or something, but most of the time I just show you my entire process. Good or bad. Sorry, my dog seems to think it's time to play. I don't know if anyone wants to play with him though. Or maybe he thinks it's time for his food and WALK. I really like that butterfly. And this one is, I have stamped myself using sample stamps, and then I have just cut them out. I stamped on tea dyed paper, copy paper, and then I have cut them out. That's a great way to use scraps as well. Make your own little labels. Love that one. Cute. Let's give this one another try. And now I'm just going to glue half of it. This one can still flip in and out. Perfect. And let's add this lovely couple. So I guess you all already tried this since it's a trend, but I am in love with it. I love using things that add extra writing space in a grungy way in my journals. So I'm going to show you what it would look like on a page. So it will go on like this, and ta-da! Isn't that great? I just love it. And then you could also, if you like, decorate this side. Put something here. Something fun. Do I have something I can put there, do you think? That's not too big or too small. I'm just playing right now, as you might see. Don't I have any pointed fingers here? Yes, I do. Should be the other way around though. Could add that one and a pointed finger. Yes, that's fun. Let's do it. So, oops, as I said, this one will go into my great big book of everything, and the other ones will go into my stash. And some of the ones I cut today might even be undecorated and ready to be decorated to fit into the journal that they will go into. That's also a way to use them. Just going to check that I didn't glue that down accidentally. Close. And the pointy finger. So, fun times. I love that. So much fun. And put the pin in the glue. Don't forget. Put this to the side. And here's the other one that will go onto a page like this. Lovely. This is a really nice page edge decoration. So thank you all so much for watching me crafting and creating these, and thank you for the inspiration, everyone that I link down below. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down below what you think. If this is something you want to try or already have tried. If you have any tips for me. So I will be back really soon with another video, and until then I wish you all a great rest of your week. Bye!